and welcome to History Delights. We got Kevin behind the camera. Say hello, Kevin.
Hello, Tom.
I'm here in Madrid, Iowa, and I met this lovely lady named Carol. And Carol would like to talk to us a little bit about some of the clothing and apparel that women wore back in the 1860s. She's got some interesting artwork here. And also, you're going to teach us about the language of the fan. Is that correct?
I will.
Well, thanks, Carol, for joining us here today. Where would you like to start? Talking about the hair or the fashion or?
Well, let's do fashion first.
Okay. There's a lot to it, isn't there?
There is. A lady back then wore several layers of clothes, mainly because of the covering and everything else that she had to wear. But a gentleman never saw a lady's ankles, but I'll show you what she had to wear underneath. She had her pantaloons. She had her modesty slips. Mine's red, white, and blue because I'm showing the Patriot to the Union side. I have my hoop. That says boning. If they had boning in there, you'd have to have another layer of material to go over that because you don't want the boning to show through. You'd have your skirt. You'd have your chemise. You'd have your here I'm trying to think. I haven't done this for a while.
No, that's fine.
And then they had your corset cover, your blouse, your vest, and snood, my hat. Everything was covered. I'd have mitts on, which I don't have on right now. Back then, I liked the mourning. This is hair that they would collect back then. I have several of them. This is not a fancy one, but they did collect hair. Anyway, this is a little bit fancier. This is artwork that they would, Alberts, they would have. They would collect your hair in a hair receiver. And then after the hair receiver, they would collect your hair, and then they would have a wire, and then they make it into whatever they wanted to. This kind of shows you how things started. Queen Victoria started it when her husband died in 1862, and she stayed in mourning for the rest of her life, which was all black. This is all made out of hair.
So this started out as a form of mourning, a way to mourn.
Mourning.
To have
but it didn't always have to be mourning. If
right.
My husband went off to war, I would collect his hair and he'd collect mine, because hair never died. So that was one of the things that they always collected. But they made it into fancy jewelry too.
That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
But there's a great story behind the fan also.
There is.
So if I'm going to come a-courting, or if we're sitting in the parlor.
If I'm a young gentleman across the way, this is how I could flirt.
Right.
And I would talk with him with my fan. So I'll show you how they did this. I desire your acquaintance. Carry fan in the left hand in front of your face. I wish to speak to you. Close the fan. Follow me. Carry fan in the right hand in front of your face. Wait for me. Open the fan wide. You are too willing. Carry fan in the right hand. Kiss me. Hold handle to lips. We are watched. Twirl fan in the left hand. I love you. Draw fan across the cheek. Yes. Rest fan on the right cheek. You love me. Present the fan closed. No. Rest fan on the left cheek. You have changed. Twirl fan in the right hand. I wish to get rid of you. This is the one everybody needs to know. Place fan on the left ear. I hate you. Draw fan through the hand. I am sorry. Draw fan across the eyes. You were cruel. Open and shut the fan several times. I am engaged. Fan very quickly. I am married. Fan slowly. We will be friends. Drop the fan. And as long as I drop the fan, then you can speak with me. So
wow, I got to go through all of that.
You have to go. That's what you have to learn.
So
but they would know this too. The gentleman would also know
sure.
the same language.
Sure.
So that's how you'd flirt.
So not only do I have to know all the drum beats and all the bugle calls, now I got to learn all this to see if I can go a-court. If I can even sit and have a cup of punch with you, I got to go through all of that.
You
right?
do.
My
Sit across the way. So this is how you would know whether he likes you or not, or you like him.
That's terrific.
Uh-huh.
Well, Carol, thanks once again for sharing this with us. And
you're welcome.
To all our viewers out there, please leave a nice comment for Carol. She was a little apprehensive about doing this.
I haven't done this for a while.
I think she did a great job. So, Kevin, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And what do we always wish them? Have a very delightful day.